Howdy, y'all. If you're researching the cost of living in Fort Worth, Texas, you probably see a lot of conflicting information. Some people say it's super affordable. Others think it's getting expensive really fast. The truth isn't dramatic. It's practical. And that's exactly what we're breaking down for you here today. It's going to be about what life actually costs here once you move in and get settled in. I'm Jordan Davis, a Dallas-Fort Worth realtor, and I work with people relocating to Fort Worth every single week. I see budgets before, during, and after the move, and I know where expectations match reality and where they don't. Let's start with the biggest expense most people face: housing. As of 2025, homes in Fort Worth don't come in cheap, but they're typically more attainable than in other major U.S. cities. Across various sources, the median home price in Fort Worth is sitting roughly between 300s and mid 400,000s, depending on the neighborhood and, of course, the home type. There are three other factors that you need to take into consideration: taxes, utilities, and general living expenses. Now, let's talk taxes. Texas has no state income tax, which means more of what you earn stays in your pocket. But that doesn't mean that taxes are zero. Not at all. Property taxes are a significant part of home ownership costs here, and they can differ widely by school district and city services. Knowing this up front is crucial because your monthly payment isn't just principal and interest, it's taxes too. Plan for about 2.2% for all combined taxes. So if you're considering a $400,000 home, that's just above $8,800 a year. Utilities are the next major piece of everyday expense, and this is where many people are surprised. Fort Worth's utility costs tend to be above the national average, largely because of the summer energy use. One data source shows utility costs trending about 15% higher than the national average, which includes electricity and associated bills. That's something to plan for, especially if you're moving from a cooler climate. Plan for about $400 on average per month for electricity, gas, and water. Internet and phone plans also add to this category. Typical monthly utility bundles include the internet and phone, which fall about $200 or more in some cost reports. Transportation costs in Fort Worth are generally reasonable compared with other cities, and gas prices tend to be slightly below or near national averages, often under $3 a gallon. But because Fort Worth is a car-centric city, most households budget for at least 2 vehicles, including insurance, maintenance, and fuel. When it comes to food and groceries, Fort Worth stays pretty close to the national average. Grocery prices are about 1% lower than U.S. averages, meaning bread, milk, and eggs and produce often cost a little less than in many other cities. Still, grocery prices across the U.S. have been rising, so this category takes up more of people's monthly budgets than it used to. So here's the truth. The real cost of living in Fort Worth isn't defined by a single number. It's a combination of housing, taxes, utilities, transportation, and your daily expenses. It's all influenced by your lifestyle, your family size, and your priorities. Housing and utilities will be your biggest fixed costs. Groceries and transportation usually land closer to the national norm, and planning ahead makes the difference between feeling squeezed and feeling comfortable. If you're trying to figure out what living in Fort Worth would actually cost for you, that's a conversation worth having before you commit to a move. There's no one-size-fits-all number, but there is a smart strategy that helps you budget realistically and confident. If this was helpful, be sure to like the video, share it with someone thinking about moving to Fort Worth, and subscribe for more honest conversations about living in Dallas-Fort Worth. And when you're ready to plan your move, the Davis team is here to help. We'll help give you clarity and confidence all along the way. And if you're ready to get pre-approved, talk to our friends at Envoy Mortgage. Their information is linked below. Have a good day, guys.